Hello, my name is Second. We're playing, sir. Crying out loud. We're playing Enigmatica 6. And we're in the Atum. Now, last time we found out that we need to progress in blood magic to get where we want to go. Is that a pyramid right there? To do what we want to do in nature's aura. Now, blood magic, really, I guess, to begin with, it only works. What is all this? It only works in the Undergarden. Believe these guys? We're gonna need a large supply of mobs. And to that end, we want a spawner. It's my understanding that the overworld spawners aren't gonna work in the Undergarden, but spawners, at least from a tomb, do just fine. And I happen to know where there's spawners in the Atum, and it's everywhere. But we've been lucky enough to just like immediately stumble upon a pyramid. Change that to filtered pickup. There'll be a couple in here. What we want is a mummy spawner, I think, because we'll be able to harvest like undead stuff from them, like soul shards. Speaking of which, we gotta make another like. Okay, that's not the way in. We gotta make another scythe. I couldn't tell you what happened to the one we made. All I know for sure is that we don't have it anymore. And it looks like it's gonna be a lot to make. Okay, so we got mummies in here, definitely. Is this a mummy spawn? Yeah, that's a mummy spawner. Believe these guys? Okay. Now it's Apotheosis that lets us pick it up with Silk Touch. And we'll grab this one just in case. Nice. Alright, let's loot this place. Would you believe after all that last episode, we found some white corundum in a chest here. Now we're gonna need a way to move mobs around. I don't want to use water, because it gets a little finicky. So we're gonna use these conveyor belts from Immersive. Look like they are in reach. We should be able to do that. Let's go ahead and make about like 100 of them. Oh, we completed some quests along the way. Soul shards, cool. And some eye vendor, another shader grab bag. Always need soul shards. Now, before we head into the Undergarden to start setting this up, we have, with all these rabbit's feet that we found in the Atum, we're going to be able to upgrade our pick and our hammer to the equivalent of Fortune 3. And since we can, there's no reason not to. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, it doesn't like it. Oh, it doesn't have any of it yet. Alright, we're just down the stairs from our little mine here. We're gonna need a lot of room. Okay, the first thing we have is light powered by a switch. Turns on all these redstone lamps. The next thing we're gonna want are our conveyor belts. Now, were we smart? I think we can use this to turn them around. I don't think we brought the hammer. So we're gonna want a bunch of them. These ones on the sides. And I believe mobs can spawn on here. I hope they... Well, they'll be spawning up in the air. At least that's the theory. So we're going to put a bunch of them on either side pointing towards the center. Whoops. Okay, yeah, we can flip them with the crescent hammer. And we're going to put our spawner in here. There we go. And we're going to put a bunch of conveyor belts down the center, pointing towards our blood altar. And that should dump him right in here. Let's get our dagger out and see if this is going to work. Power off. Still lit in there? Should be fine. Oh, nope. It's working just fine. Now I've got this up a little bit because we are, hey! Because we are going to have to build up a multi-block here. But now, we can just kill these guys while we're filling our blood altar up here. Now we're going to turn it off for the time being, because I want to improve it a little bit. So if you look in spawners in JAI, you'll see that because Apotheosis is in the pack, we can modify them. And there's 3 specific modifiers we're interesting. We want more, faster, from farther away. And let's get around here. Okay. So here's the whole list. Oh, for crying out loud. It's Prismarine that allows us to be farther away. That's probably why we were just standing there. And you just right-click with this stuff. And that's as much as it'll let us do. Spider Eyes. I guess we can put on 1. Sugar will make it, I think Spider Eyes increase the number we get. Sugar decreases the delay. And it looks like that's about all we can use. So let's go on back here. And turn the thing on. See how we do. We should do pretty well. I think I see him coming on the minimap. Yeah. Yep. This will be just fine. Now, this altar by itself doesn't hold very much. We've got to build the multi-block around it to get to make the thing we want to make. The thing we want to make, I believe, is a tier 4 blood orb, and that will allow us to place this down in the overworld. Now, the first thing we're going to have to make is some blank slates. And for blank slates in this, we need these other stone slates. So this is not going to be cheap. We can make other stone with Arcane Stone in Spirit Fire. So let's go ahead. We'll probably have to teach this thing how to make Arcane Stone. We're going to need that much of it. Those are Arcane Bricks. Where's the Arcane Stone? There it is. Oh, that's right. Okay, so clay, apatite, and source. Okay, we got some arcane stone. There it is. And we're gonna make some other stone. This is our first other stone. Very cool. So let's get all that in there. What we're gonna need are other stone tablets. So we could make 20, depending on, with a full jar of mana, depending on how much flux. Oh, we got enough flux dust. That Obsidian Bee, doing a great job. Okay, we can't even make a full jar's worth, so. But we can make a good amount. Come on. Yeah. Now, once we transform all of these slates into blank slate, first thing we're going to want is this Divination Sigil. We're going to need a tablet of scrying. So let's go ahead and make a block of source gems. There we go, very nice. Now what we do, I hope, is just put this in here, and we should see it convert over, assuming there's enough. Yeah, one blank slate. So let's get out our arcane ashes. And we'll put the tablet of scrying into the array, and then the blank slate. It's gonna do its thing. Very fancy. One divination sigil. This will allow us to see the capacity of the altar and how much is in it at any given time. Okay, we got enough blank slate to do this 6 times. It's just a little bit more calx of end that we make in the cook pot and a little bit of living wood. And there, whoops, that's not how you do it. There is our 2 blank runes. Gonna need a lot more than 2. Now with 8 of these blank runes, we can go ahead and upgrade our altar to the next tier by putting them underneath. You don't need one in the middle. Oh, crying out loud. Like goo all over the place? Unbelievable. Always something down here, folks. Let's get some more blank runes up, finish this up. Now we'll have a tier 2 altar. And now it doesn't do much. We'll have to upgrade the runes to get like additional capacity and so on. How are we doing here? Pretty good. Now the unholy symbol from Eidolon is what you use in this to make the first tier blood orb. And we're gonna hope it's only, I didn't think to check. Okay, it's only 7,000. This can hold that much. Probably take a while. And there we have it. 1 week blood orb. Now we want to bind it to ourselves by right-clicking. Now our Divination Sigil tells us there's 200 life points in our personal blood network. We can fill it up just by kind of stabbing ourselves in the face, or we can just throw it in there. And it will take blood and put it into our own personal network. And in here a little while, let's see how we're doing. Yeah, so now we got about 2,000 points in there. It's real slow. There are plenty of ways we can speed this up by changing these runes to more advanced versions, and we'll definitely be getting into that very soon. Finally, we're gonna put this stuff away. And then we did get a couple of quest rewards from the Blood Magic quest line. And I'll never be so happy to get blank runes, I'll tell you. Oh, it got us a bunch of pipes. Okay. LP cost. No pause between each item. Pretty pipes. Useful for pulling stone from a chest and the, well, not that we'll be using stone. Prevent too many items from going on in the filter. Okay. I like pretty pipes. Let's see what else we have. Oh, one speed rune. We'll be using that. Charm of regeneration. Wow, that's fancy. And a dagger sacrifice that gave us epic blood magic. Oh. Oh, those are just regular ritual stones. Hey, that's cool. And that's going to have to about do it for now, but we got quite a bit done. Pretty happy about that. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.